Vlad.D Electronics.
Hello friends, here I have Little Big Planet, a game that was for creators. Here I am going to turn on a light by simply pressing a button. But what if we used our PlayStation Vita to turn on a real light bulb? Is it possible? As you can see, I am turning on a light bulb with my PlayStation Vita, and if you like racing games, what if we could also control a car with our PlayStation Vita? Here I have several applications or VPKs that control different electronic boards such as Arduino, Raspberry Pi, and ESP32. The idea is to share the codes, applications, and programs with you. This project is called PsVida. I just created a GOFN where the goal is to use a game console to control robotics. Join the maker world plus the gamer world, and mainly create our VPKs or applications. The idea is that the console controls Arduino, Raspberry Pi, and ESP32 boards, that everyone has access to the codes. This is what is going to be distributed, and that you have control of the code of both the VPK, or the board you are using. The boards compatible with the project are Arduino 1, Mega, Nano, R4, ESP32 and its different variants, and the Raspberry Pi and Pico boards. All tutorials will be posted on YouTube without ads. Since they're codes, it's completely legal to extract and share them. The tutorials will be available in Spanish and English. Remember that since they're codes, they may still have some errors because they're not a final product. Together, we'll improve them, since there are many new tools like artificial intelligence, and together we'll make these codes work for everyone. We'll also explain all the buttons, the directions, the triangle, circle, X, and square buttons, L and R, and we'll make a video for the analog buttons and, of course, the two touch screens, the rear one and, obviously, the front one, among other functions that the PSVita has. But we'll release the videos little by little so they don't get saturated. We'll start with 3 boards. The first will be the Arduino R4 Wi-Fi, then the Raspberry Pico W board, and finally the ESP32. These boards are cheap, and since they're modern, they're easy to work with. For the other boards and older boards, it's a bit more complicated, so the tutorials will come out later. But don't despair. We're doing very well with the project. We've already made more than 20 videos of the PSVita with different projects. Here's a tag for newcomers to see. I also presented it at the 2024 Maker Fair in Mexico City. This is everything we saw that day. There were gifts, and really good impressions from the people. I'm very grateful to the Maker Fair people for the invitation, and thank you to all of you who came to see me. It's always appreciated. Also, to the small schools I visited, 1,000 thanks, and I hope we reach our goal. For those who donate, you'll have access to 3 VPKs of your choice from these boards, as well as early access to the Arduino board. As you can see, the Arduino board doesn't have Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, so you'll be the first to hear the magic. I'm the only one behind this project, so your donations would help me a lot. To hire people to help me program, edit, buy more equipment, and the idea is that the Vita will be the only console that can control multiple boards. Thanks to you, we'll all be able to achieve this project. If you can't donate, you can also help by creating a video explaining the PsVida project in your own way. This way, you'll help me reach more people. You'll also earn a VPK with your logo for your PsVida. Here are some VPKs from channels that have helped me. Greetings to Zealous Chuck and the Soykazer channel, where they upload PsVida videos in general, David's Gamers channel, which also helps me by spreading the word in their live streams, and of course, everyone who comments and leaves their positive impressions of the project. I also send them a greeting here, and thank you so much for the support. I also want to invite the brands Arduino, Raspberry Pi, and Expressive, which is the creators of the ESP32, to be part of the project, since for them will be sales of boards, and of course, to other brands with which I worked as PCBWay, Order, Something Laser, Anycubit, the brands that we work in this channel. I hope we get soon to the goal of donations. In the description is the official GOFN of the project, and if this thing is sold I know that my project will also get very far. So thank you and goodbye.